A common problem that I see in young saxophonists is often described to me as a weak, thin, or raspy sound. And upon looking at the student, I may not see anything really specifically wrong. Everything seems to be generally working, assembled correctly, and in basically the right place. There's an exercise that I turn to that nearly 100% of the time is going to fix the problem that they have. It's called the crooked reed exercise. And it's pretty simply executed by just simply taking the mouthpiece, loosening the ligature. I'm going to hold this so you can see it. And you want to move the reed completely off to one side, right, in that direction. That's a little bit too far, but I'm doing that just so you can see it now. What you want to do is just expose one of the rails of the mouthpiece, just slightly. What this does is force the saxophonist to use a lot more air, to have a really firm embouchure, and to really focus all of their efforts on really making a sound, because it's sort of like lifting weights for a saxophonist. So I'm going to show you what this sounds like. The goal here is to try to get the saxophone player to sound as much like a real saxophone as possible. It shouldn't sound that off. If it seems easy for them to do, like that was pretty easy for me to do, I might move the reed over a little bit more. So just loosen the ligature, move it over, and then tighten the ligature back up, and then I'll do it again. So that's not a sound, obviously, that we want a saxophone to sound like, but that's akin to sort of putting weights on them and forcing them to really move their air, set their embouchure very firmly, and play the instrument. This is an exercise that I have all of my college students do. Any private students that I have, they do it, I say 5 minutes a day. And if you do it every single day, it's almost an immediate response. You see that the sound is better, articulation's easier, pitch is better. And I just simply play through an etude with my reed crooked. You could have your saxophonist play a few scales like that. And when you do that, it's just like I said, it's resistance training, that then when they straighten the reed up, it removes that resistance, and you'll see it creates a beautiful, bright sound. This is an exercise that after almost 25 years of playing the saxophone, I still do every single day. It's one of the first things I do when I take my instrument out of my case. So if you have that thin, raspy, just undesirable sound, and you're not sure what to do with it, this is a great first step and a great lesson to teach them for something they can do for the rest of their lives while they play the instrument.